Happy Friday, Valpo. I'm Kolton Woods, and I will be doing your 15 News weather update this afternoon. Speaking of this afternoon, we will have rain showers moving in over the next couple of hours or so. Thankfully, they won't bring too much rain, and it will only be a little bit of a nuisance for a couple of hours. But behind that, we will have cooler air moving in overnight. We'll get into the lower 40s for lows tonight, bringing a fall-like weekend with highs only in the 50s. Taking a live look right now, we started the day out with plenty of sunshine. However, that is no longer the case as overcast skies have overspread the area, and that is ahead of the rain showers that are pretty much knocking on our door right now. You can see that on the radar. This rain shower activity is almost moving into Valpo. It might take a couple more minutes before it actually reaches the ground because there is some drier air in the lower levels, but once it starts falling, it will be raining for probably a couple hours or so, and it will probably be wrapping up right around 5 p.m. or so. So you can see by 3 o'clock it should be raining across northwest Indiana, including here in Valpo, but it will quickly move out of the area. By 6:30 you can see we may actually start to clear out and only have a few isolated showers across our neck of the woods. However, overnight going into Saturday, you can see with a northwest wind, West Michigan will be dealing with lake effect rain. Meanwhile, here in Valpo, since the wind direction isn't favorable for us, will probably be partly cloudy, maybe even clear at times overnight with no rain either. Then by Saturday throughout the day, same story. All the rain will be off in West Michigan as they deal with their first bout of lake effect rain. Speaking of West Michigan, they're actually in a marginal risk of severe weather. I've never seen this. It is clearly due to the lake effect. They may deal with water spouts and also some gusty winds from severe weather moving off of Lake Michigan in West Michigan. We don't have to deal with that though here in northwest Indiana. And then if we look at rainfall, we're not expecting a whole lot. Like I said, less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. Most likely, however, West Michigan will continually see lake effect rain going into tonight and also throughout the day on Saturday. That's why they have the heavier totals. Currently, right now, we're at 62 in Valpo, but here's that cold front you can see. It's 57 in Chicago. Zooming out, it's even colder behind the cold front, 53 in Minneapolis, 43 in Bismarck, North Dakota. So a cooler air mass will replace the somewhat warmer air mass that we have right now, leading to a pretty fall-like weekend ahead. Future temperatures show we will cool down into the mid to lower 40s overnight tonight. By tomorrow, we'll warm up into the lower 50s, mid 50s off to our west. Same story on Sunday. We'll start the day in the lower 40s. Same story over in Illinois, lower 40s over there, maybe even some 30s, and then warming into the lower 50s once again to finish off the weekend. And then to start the work week, Monday, it may be cold enough to have the first freeze in northern Illinois, with Rockford having a low of 28, which is very cold for this time of year. Wind speeds right now, it is also fairly breezy, especially further west of us, around 20 miles per hour or so in Waterloo, Iowa. Future wind gusts show it will be fairly breezy for the rest of the evening. We'll gust to around 20 to 25 miles or so. And then going into the day on Saturday, winds will eventually die off later in the day. But for tonight, expect a low of 42 with early isolated rain showers. We're not expecting a whole lot of rain, and we'll start to clear out after sunset or so. Tomorrow, though, we'll warm up to 54, so a pretty cold day with partly cloudy skies. The rest of your weekend looks dry, though, with Sunday having a high of 55. We'll stay dry through Tuesday until rain arrives on Wednesday. For the most part, though, we'll stay much more fall-like with highs in the 50s and 60s.